Well, we're back. We're back again. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw a sailboat. So, first and foremost, we're going to pick a color palette here. And I'm sure many of you have been on YouTube already looking at, oh, how to pick your own color palette. Well, I'm going to show you one more time how I'm going to pick my color palette. So first, we're going to go to Safari. And we're going to split screen it. And since I'm going to be drawing a sailboat today, I think I want to look up a sailboat painting. Because there's no one better than a real painter that knows how to pick the nice colors for a sailboat. So then you're going to go to your color palettes, and then you're going to pick out a painting that you like. Something that has some nice vibrant colors to it. That's not loading. My Wi-Fi is buffed. So let's go with this. Let's go with this painting right here. Set that to default. Go to classic, and then we don't need Safari anymore. We're just gonna go full drawing mode. We're gonna start by drawing the water. So pick a color out of the palette that you want to resemble water. For me, it's gonna be this one right here. Kind of like a turquoise. I don't know what it is actually. It's like a greenish blue, but I really like it. Kind of looks like the sea to me. And then the brush I'm going to use today is in the inking section. I'm using the studio pen. Make sure it's customized so the streamlining is all the way up. That way you get nice smooth lines. To start out with the waves, it's just going to be one continuous wave. So I'm going to try to draw it first as a semicircle. Cave it in this way. And now we're going to try to finish this enclosure here as best as we can. And just gotta finish it right here. Okay, now we can drag and drop. I don't like how it looks right there. I don't know about you. I kind of want it to flow better so this all like kind of connects together. We kind of want the sailboat to be the star of the show, so we're gonna edit it here, then pick up that corner piece and resize it. I'm gonna center it just a little bit off to the left. Okay, next we're gonna draw the sailboat. So let's add a new layer, still keep it at that studio pen, and we're gonna draw another half circle. Gonna finish that line here and close it, fill it, and we got ourselves the body of a sailboat. Got the body of a sailboat. We're gonna add one more layer, and we're gonna darken that same color that we're using just to make, I don't know what this part's called, but the part that goes straight up on the sailboat, the pole, I don't know. I'm not an expert in sailboats. And let's just, for the sake of right now, and for the sake of probably the rest of the video, let's put these layers underneath the wave. That way it looks a little bit more realistic, even though we're not going for realism, you know. And then next, let's just go with like a lighter gray. We're going to draw the actual sails. See, I knew that term. I knew that term. If you're a sailboat expert, please don't roast me. I really don't know what I know about this. I just kind of want to draw. So how was I going to draw the sails again? Give me one sec, please. So we're going to make the sails kind of look like they're flown in the wind. So the layer is going to be underneath the pole. I'm going to draw one line down. And then a little bit more rounded of that one. And then connected. Kind of like that. And you'll see where we're going with that later on. Later on. And you know what? Let's erase this right here. Now we're going to darken this gray just a little bit. We're going to go over this layer one more time. And we're going to use the clipping mask here just to kind of draw over this. So right now we just kind of got the overall illustration of everything we want to do. We got the shapes down. Now we're going to continue with shading and make it look a little bit, make it pop out a little bit more out of the canvas. I'm still going to use the studio pen. We're going to start with the wave here, and we're going to make clipping masks on top of that wave. And to make it a little bit more poppy, we're essentially going to make the shadows within each of these shapes. So for this one, I'm going to take this color and I'm going to darken it. So right now we're in our clipping mask layer, and we're going to start at the top of the wave here. Follow the flow of the wave and then cut it out at the bottom and make sure that line touches the end of the canvas, and same with the top too. That way when you fill it in, it's like magic. It just fills it right where you want it to be. Otherwise it would fill up the entire shape. Now we're going to take that shadow and press select, and then with this layer 7, this next layer, we're going to use clipping mask again. We're going to make that same color just a little bit darker, and then we're just going to draw around it. And then we're going to fill in that shape. We're going to do it one more time. And now, we're going to take this smudge tool, put it on textures and on Dove Lake. And now you'll see here, it's going to kind of blend it all together. Make sure you kind of like just shuffle your way through it all right now, because it doesn't matter right away how it's going to look. You just want each of the colors to kind of blend together. And you see you get like a nice cloudy effect in the water. So just keep working on it. It might take a little bit for you to figure out, but it's actually a little fun to do. So it's creating some ripple effects in here that almost make it look like there's waves within those waves, which is kind of cool. There, I really like that. So we're going to get out of that selection. Next, we're going to do the side of the wave that faces upwards. So we're going to add a new layer. Make sure it's in the clipping mask section. And then we're going to pick the color of that wave again, and then just darken it a little bit. We're going to do the same exact thing for this. So you kind of follow the way that wave works. So we want to combine those all together and then do the same exact thing with the smudging. No real intentions at all. Like, you're not trying to make it look like this perfect thing. You kind of want to just let your imagination go with it. So maybe I'll add one more layer, and we're just going to do a much lighter version of it at the very top. Then blend those together again. So now we're on to the boat. We got our wave down here, and it looks really good. We might touch it up a little bit later, but now it's time for the boat. So let's start with the body, and we're going to do the same exact thing again, just with the body, and yada yada on with the rest of it. Well, I know this is going to look really bad, but I have to do this. I gotta plug in my iPad. Oops. I know, how professional of me. Whatever. So now you kind of can see it here. I'm trying to make like a little shadow along the body, and it kind of makes it look like it's like a little wet, like it's been in the water. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. I don't know about you. Tell me what you think in the comments. We'll see. Now let's do the same for that big shaft. Okay, we'll just make it like that, and then also like that, and then smudge her all together. Now we're gonna take this layer, use the color, and we want it a little bit lighter. We definitely want it lighter on this side, so something like that. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then we're also gonna make it a little darker. And then maybe just a little bit darker here too. We don't need anything perfect here because we're just going to smudge it all together anyways. Now let's smudge her. So here you really got to think about, where is the sun on this time of day? Is it closer to the top? Is it like noon? Or is it just almost about to be sunrise, sunset? What time of day is it? When is this sailboat out sailing? Preferably me, it would be out in the sunset. We're just gonna go back and forth like this. All the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, and there. Next, we're gonna do the bottom side of the sail. And you just get a subtle shadow effect right at the lining in between the outside of the sail and on the inside. There, and it kind of looks a little nice there once you zoom it all out. I think I want to detail out this body a little bit more. So what I want to do here is add another layer on top of it, and we're going to use the technical pen. But once again, we're going to add that streamline, make it go up a lot more, and we're just going to kind of go across it, you know, add that little wooden texture. If you know what I'm getting at here, make it almost look like Minecraft, bro. No, I'm kidding. Then let's just lower the opacity a little bit more so it's not so overbearing. And I think I want to put more shadow at the bottom here. There, how does that look? It definitely does look a little bit better. And then let's just make this a little silly here. Go to brush library, and then we gotta go to the touch-ups and use that noise brush. We're gonna make it completely black, and we're gonna make this the bottom layer. And I'm just gonna kind of make it a little shadow right underneath it here. Boom, now it looks like it's just kind of rocking over like it's some static figure. That's about it all I have for this video today. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting recently. I can't believe that we're over 100 subscribers now. I haven't even done anything really for the past, like, I don't know, like 5 months, 6 months. I don't know. It's been since September since I've really been at it. And, you know, I just gotta say, I appreciate it all. I know I got 2 videos that are kind of blowing up right now. I know it's not technically blowing up, but for me, it's blowing up. So I appreciate all the kindness you've been sending out. 100 subscribers, that's insane. Absolutely ridiculous. Hope you guys have a good one. It's nice to be back, baby. It's nice to be back. And peace out.